So I'm going to try to make a video for you about conversions and all the different kinds of calculations that you do in biotech. One of the first basic things we do is just conversions, and most of the time the most common conversions that we do are, I know I can't remember how to get rid of my lightsaber. The most common conversions we do are microliters to milliliters, liters to milliliters. Sometimes we have nanograms in there, which are even smaller than microliters. But if you kind of look at a scale, if you compared liters, so a liter, you kind of know what that looks like. So a water bottle is usually about 500 milliliters. So if you took two of those, that would be a liter. Okay, and then the next smallest increment is a milliliter. Okay, and there are 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. Okay, and then usually the next unit that we use is a microliter. Okay, so this little symbol, this little U, is the Greek letter, and it stands for micro. So it's this lowercase mu. So a microliter is 1,000th of a milliliter. So it's the size of liquid that would fit on. It's like a drop. It's really, really small. Okay, so those are the units we use most commonly is milli, and then like the base unit, liter or gram or micro. Those are, sometimes we do use a kilo or like kilogram. So kilogram, there's 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram. But these are the units we use most often. If you take chemistry, you learn a whole bunch more, but this is pretty much what we do. So for the first problem, if you want to figure out how many milligrams is in a gram, or how many grams are in 100 milligrams. So the way I would set it up was I would say, okay, I'm looking for grams, so X grams equals 100 milligrams. And then I have to figure out how to convert it. So this is called dimensional analysis, and that's how most schools, everybody teaches this now. So 100 milligrams. Okay, and then I can put this over 1, right? And then I want to cancel this out. So there would be, if you look at the milli unit, okay, there's 1,000 milligrams in a gram. So I want gram on top because that's the unit I want. So I'm going to put 1,000 down here. So 1 gram equals 1,000 milligrams. And then you just take 100 and divide it by 1,000. Okay, and you should get 0.1 grams. And this is a unit, this is a conversion that we do a lot because our balances weigh in grams, and lots of times ingredients say milligrams, how many milligrams, so you have to convert to grams. So here we can try another one. Okay, so let's say somebody says, okay, you need 200 microliters. How many milliliters is this? So X milliliters. So you would have to set it up. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how many milliliters I need. And then here's what I have, what I know. So I know I have 200 microliters, which my stylus is pretty ugly. Okay, 200 microliters. And then I have to convert. So I want to say I know that there's 1,000 microliters in 1 milliliter. So what do I want on top and what do I want on the bottom? Well, I want milliliters, so I'm going to put milliliters on top. I'm going to put the 1,000 on the bottom. Okay, so now if you take 200 and divide it by 1,000, so you can put that over 1 if it makes you feel better. 200 divided by 1,000, it's 0.2 milliliters. Is what that equals. Okay, but I think when I was grading the papers that the conversion ones were okay. Everybody seemed to get those. So the next thing that we need to do is we need to look at how to calculate the molecular weight of something. Okay, so most of the time I kind of guide you through it. So let me add a slide. Okay, so in order to figure out the molecular weight of a substance, what you're going to use is the, oops, I think it, I hope it's still recording. I think it's still recording. Okay, we want to figure out what the formula weight of something is. So a mole equals Avogadro's number of atoms. So a mole equals, oh, wait a minute, this is yucky. I'm going to stop this, save it, upload it, and then we'll start a fresh video that'll be shorter.